Warm greetings from the Heights. It is Everyday Shenanigans, and thanks for joining me. A lot of foolishness has come about here on this wire that we sit upon, myself as a YouTuber. Just a lot of foolishness has come about pertaining to Mr. Wells. And my commentary tonight, and I'd like to keep it brief if I can, is pertaining to the children, what the allegations are against he and his wife. Why were the children taken? The mystery man who was living on the said property of 125 Ben Hill Road. I've been known about this information. I mentioned it briefly in my commentary at the beginning of this case when I started covering it 2 weeks in. I didn't go much into it because at the time, I didn't feel the need to ever really just go into it. But a certain person has mentioned it to me a few times, and they mentioned it to me again yesterday, and they felt like I should mention that a mystery man was staying on a property at 125 Ben Hill Road. I will bring you said commentary that you can find on Google pertaining to the said property. I'm not good with maps and looking at aerial views of stuff and trying to put together how far something is. So what I have to do is just Google how far does it take to walk from here to there. I'll bring you that said information. You're entitled to believe whatever you want pertaining to the commentary that I'm going to bring to you. And also I want to talk about, as I state, the mystery man. What are the allegations against the children? I've got information that when Candace went to court the last time on that second day, she stormed out of the courtroom. Why? Candace, why did you storm out? What happened in that courtroom? What was said that would make you storm out of the court and Donald remain behind? Yes, I got that information yesterday. Because everything has to be, there's reasons why I don't mention certain things that has come in to my fold pertaining to the case, because I have to be very careful about what I say and can and cannot say as to protect who's bringing the information. Very odd to me. Very odd. You storming out of court. Why? What was said? What did the judge say? What did the social worker say? What evidence was brought forth? Were there people in there that gave information pertaining to you, your husband, what you were doing, not doing? I'd like to know that. Where's Boy H and his mother? We've heard nothing from Allie and Boy H as of late. So why are they quiet now? Allie was the first one to bring forth allegations pertaining to Candace and the treatment of her child, Summer Wells. So where is she? Where's Boy H? And also, Granny Kane, where are you? Why did you leave Rogersville, Tennessee? Why would you leave your daughter behind, knowing she's lost all her children to the state? She has a turbulent relationship with Donald Wells. So one would have to ask, what the hell were you thinking when you left your child behind? Although she is an adult, yes, but she's still your child. And you all saw the post I put up pertaining to the secret that I have. The secret is a mind blower. And it's pertaining to one of the subject matters that I talk about. And I want to tell you so badly, but I was advised not to tell anybody, as to protect the said person in the storyline. But it is a story that I've talked about, and many of you have commented on the story. You've questioned certain things about the story, but just know that sometimes what you think, it ain't. And that's all I can say on that said matter. And forgive my discrepancy pertaining to Donald Wells' son. When he was doing the interview with Cher, he was speaking, or she was speaking of the older son. I said Josie. So forgive that discrepancy for those who followed that live the other night. I'm going to give you said information about the mystery man because I want to go ahead and get into this commentary and keep it moving. The link is in the chat if you want to come up and be brief about your statement. No wrangling on and on, not to be rude, but I want to keep my time down tonight. If you have something you want to say pertaining to the headliner of this video, feel free to hit the link to give me your said commentary pertaining to that said situation. A few months ago at 125 Ben Hill Road, This said property was put up. There's 44 pictures. If you go into Google, it has Lands of America. It says auction at this time, 2.28 acres, Ben Hill Road, Rogersville, Tennessee, 37857, Hawkins County. Auction information, auction, Hawkins County, Tennessee, Ben Hill Road, Rogersville, blah, 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 4/4/2021, 7 p.m. Auction, Hawkins County, Tennessee. East Tennessee online auction, Rogersville, Tennessee. This wooded 2+ acres of rolling woodland adjoins a year-round creek in Hawkins County, Tennessee. This unrestricted wooded lot would be a great spot for a cabin, RV, camper, or whatever style of home that you desire. This property is located 15 miles from Kingsport, Tennessee, and about the same distance as Interstate 81. I'm familiar with Interstate 81 because I traveled that road many moons ago as a young college student. Okay, so directions: US WWNN, Tennessee 347 East to Ben Hill Road. GPS address 125 Ben Hill Road, Rogersville 37857. Property will be on the left before the GPS address. The odd thing about this is this said property is no longer available. It was taken off the market at some point. I found it originally when I decided to talk about this said story of a missing child out of Rogersville, Tennessee. And the strange thing is when I met someone who decided to give me information pertaining to this case, they had said it had come to them, reliable sources through them as well, that a said man was living on the said property of 125 Ben Hill Road. The weird thing about that is that when you go into this Google and look at anything pertaining to this property, Zillow, whichsoever, there's nothing there. There's nothing there on the property. Because I can go in and show you when I pull it up. There's nothing there. This site that I'm on, landsofamerica.com, there are 44 pictures. You will see. There's nothing there. Through the trees, you can see a home. I don't know whose home that is, but you can see there's nothing. 44 photos. Vast land, acres and acres. There's no home, no shed, no barn, no nothing. Was for sale, not for sale. Now, I had this information for some time. As I stated, I had mentioned it before, but I didn't dwell on it. But the source said they want me to mention it again. They said, I think you should tell your viewers, why did this man come down from out of town to stay on the said property, which we now see there's nothing on the property. So was there something there before? What was he staying in? Why would you allow him to stay on the property for 1 month? Whoever owned the property, that is my understanding, that this man stayed on the property for 1 month. So I have to ask myself, what was he staying in? A camper, a sleeping bag? What? How did he use the bathroom if there's nothing there? When you go in and continue to Google, it basically tells you it's a single structure of about 840 square feet, but built in 1900. Last renovated 1900. But when you go to the said site that I just showed you, Lands of America, there's nothing there. You go to Zillow, there's nothing there. So I'm going to say this one more time. What was this mystery man staying in? Why was he there? And why did he leave on June 16th, 2021? That is what the source is saying to me. That he decided not to buy the property, and poof, voila, he does disappear from Ben Hill Road one day after a little white girl goes missing from 110 Ben Hill Road. So we are to listen to what the source has brought, the Queen, and Queen's been sitting on this for 2 months. If we are to believe Mr. Donald Wells, that his child was abducted from the said house, then are we to also wonder who was this mystery man living on 125 Ben Hill Road? And I'm not to say I believe Donald Wells, because I don't. But I'm going to enlighten him and show him favor tonight, because he likes attention. So I'm going to give you Donald Wells. I'm going to give you the attention that you so crave for. Hit the link if you want to give your opinion. I would like to make this a brief live, so if you do not hit the link, I will bail out of here. 125 Ben Hill Road. It takes 4 minutes to walk from the said 125 to 110. So that's just a hop and a skip, literally. When you go to this Lands of America sites, you can Google it while you're talking to me, listening to me now. You will see it is nothing but land. There's nothing there, not a trailer, nothing. So what we have to ask ourselves is, what was he doing there? Was he just going to fill the place out to see how he liked it? And why was he there a month? What was he living in for 1 month? And why did he leave? Allegedly, let me make sure I say this appropriately. Allegedly, he was there a month. Allegedly, he stayed on the property. Allegedly, he left 1 day after the baby went missing. June 16th. That is said information. Hit the link. Thank you. This is Everyday Shenanigans. Where is boy H? Where is his mother? Where are they? Why are you all so quiet? What's really going on with those two? What happened in court? Candy, you stormed out of court. They told the queen. You were very upset and angry at whatever the judge said in there. What did he say to you? What are the charges and allegations against you and Donald Wells? I want to know. Enlighten me. Enlighten me. And Granny Kane, where are you? Come on now, Granny Kane. Your knee don't hurt that bad. No way does it hurt that bad. We have our first guest. Hold on 1 second, please. Hello, Sandra. Where are you calling from?
Corpus Christi, Texas.
Thank you. Welcome. Welcome. Run it to me.
Thank you. All right. I was just thinking, going with the theory that this was a planned by the parents. Maybe this guy, because Candace had put the property up for sale on through the internet somehow. Sorry about my dogs. And so maybe this guy reached out to her, this old man, and she thought that he would be the perfect guy to sell this property to. I don't even know if it's their
her property.
So yeah, and maybe I have it wrong. 125 Ben Hills, maybe not her property.
No, her property is 110. The vacant property that was on an auction and for sale is 125.
Oh, okay. Well, my theory probably is off the wall anyways, then, just because my thinking was maybe he was set up to come down there during the week of June 15th so that
slow down.
By whoever took Summer. If he's not the one who, if Jackie Dobbs did not take Summer, and I'm not saying he did or didn't, then maybe whoever did take Summer persuaded him in some way to come down and buy a property that wasn't really for sale. And because I think Jackie Dobbs said that when he came down there, he was expecting for there to be a building, like a house or a shed, and he wasn't expecting not to have anywhere to stay.
Wait. Who was Jackie Dobbs? I don't keep up with everybody. Sorry.
He's that old guy that was supposed to be buying 125 Ben Hill Road.
Okay, so he's an elderly man. Let me write that down.
Yes.
Hold on. I'll let somebody do some research on him. Hold on. Jackie Dobbs. Do you have an age?
No, but he's retired.
And how did you get this information? How did you get that information?
On Facebook. A lot of his stuff is public. And he's the guy that posts pictures of missing kids over and over again all day on his Facebook.
So what you're saying is he posted that he stayed on the property or he looked at the property? Which is it?
He was the one that was supposedly buying the property. He was under the assumption that he had bought the property when he got there. The way I understood it is that when he got there, that that he was told he did not really buy the property.
Told by whom?
The cops came out there and said there was a statement made that, don't you think that the people whose ancestors have owned this property for hundreds of years know where their property lines end and begin? Because there was a dispute, I guess, on, that he was on someone else's property, and he was on the understanding that he was on the property that he had just bought.
Okay. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you, Mr. AB, for sending all the new subscribers. I'm almost at 8,000 subscribers. Thank you so kindly. Love. Amen. So, well, I think I heard the name, but I'm just the type of person, I don't dwell on certain things. If it don't hit me a certain way, I don't dwell on it. That's just who I am. It's because in the end, everything pertaining to this case is like all the other cases, it's hearsay. So I pick and choose what I speak on and what I dwell on. Right now, I'm only bringing you this because the said source that I'm dealing with has been on the ground, has people there, has people watching, has people looking. So therefore, I've already had this information a long time ago. I just didn't dwell on it. But they wanted me to talk about it, and I told them I would, but I have to have an address. I have to have something to go on, which I have nothing.
Yeah.
Just what you're saying now, he's posted these things to Facebook, but everything's still alleged.
Right. And Jackie Dobbs is the guy that said that he posted on his Facebook that he shaved his head and his beard because I think he lives in Georgia, or he had lived in Georgia, and I might be wrong on the state. But anyways, he lived in
Queen will find somebody to check it out, believe me.
Okay, yeah. But he definitely did not live in Tennessee, and he was retired.
So this is what I want to know. When was the last time you saw a post of Mr. Jackie Dobbs?
I haven't looked on Facebook for probably a good month, but I'm sure I could go look now, and he, unless. The thing that's strange is that what was told to the source is that Mr. whomever, I'm not even going to say it's Mr. Dobbs, whomever this person was that was staying on the property, stayed for allegedly a month and left allegedly June 16th. What do you think about that? Yeah, that lines up with Jackie Dobbs, with this Dobbs character. And it also, I always just assumed that this character that Don Wells called up and that H overheard talking about looking at little kids to Candace when they were in line at Walgreens on June 15th. I always assumed that it was that Dobbs guy. But
wait, slow down. Simon, slow down, baby. Slow down.
Okay.
Who H said what now?
H told Chris M that when they were in the drive-through line at Walgreens, that Candace got a call from Don Wells, and that when
I remember that. I remember that whole scenario. Yes, the whole call that somebody was walking around the property. But I don't know if I assumed he knew the person or not, because that was never really relayed in that conversation.
Right. And so I always assumed it was Dobbs, but I never could ever, not enough to be 100% sure. I just,
the thing about that is what I always tell people, to chop up what you're listening to. Always chop it up. How could he tell you anything pertaining to June 15th if he was at work? Because this is daytime hours when allegedly that conversation took place between H and Candy K. So how in the world would he know anything about anybody on the property? You understand what I'm saying? Unless
I understand it. I think that phone call, if what H was told by Candace is true, one of two things: either they did that phone call with H in the truck because they knew the kidnapping, to put that in H's mind, that the kidnapping that was going to happen soon, and they knew it was going to happen soon, was because of this nefarious character, or that Don just called Candace and had a normal conversation, and Candace lied to H without Don's knowledge.
Okay.
Or the whole thing.
What happened? What do you think happened to Summer Wells, ma'am?
I think that the parents sold Summer Wells, and I think that whoever they sold her to has probably murdered her. And I think whoever received her, you mean? Right. And I think that I think Summer has been abused her whole life by her dad.
Okay. Why do you think that? Why?
Because
tell me why.
Because of his history with his stepsister.
So you do believe the allegations against these women that's coming forward, the two
Yes.
Jeannie and the Mary, you believe?
Yes,
okay.
I believe 100%.
Do you believe the other women that you've heard anything about what they had to say? Do you believe them? Thank you, Lisa Jet. Thank you.
The 5 other women or 4 other?
Whomever they are.
Well, I haven't heard what they've had to say, but I believe that if they're willing to file charges, then I believe them as survivors, what they have to say. Yes.
Hello, everybody in the chat. Boy,
I believe
H
them.
and Allie.
Do I believe H and Allie?
No, well, not necessarily. Where are they? What do you think? Why are they quiet?
I think I think that they're not necessarily quiet. I think they could be talking to TBI.
That's not what I mean. I'm talking about social media.
Oh, I haven't really thought about them, to be honest.
Granny Kane, why'd she leave? I'm going one down the other because I want to get it all out. Granny Kane, what's up with Granny Kane? Why did she leave? Do you think it was okay for her to leave her daughter? What do you think?
Well, I think she left because she knows. I think she knows what they did, and I think that has guilty knowledge, and she probably wants to get the hell out of there.
Well, it was told to me that Candace flew out of court on day number 2. Why do you think Candy flew out of court?
For the boys.
When they went to court about the children, it is alleged she ran out. Don was left behind.
Heard that.
What do you think was said, huh?
I have not heard that.
You can't hear that because you weren't there. This is coming from inside. See?
Well, I haven't heard the hearsay. But
you're not supposed to hear the hearsay because it's dealing with children, and it's anything dealing with children is sealed. So that means if someone came out, they're telling what was said inside.
Yeah. Well,
so obviously it was something bad because her children are gone. That's common sense, right?
Right.
So what do you think?
When you say he ran out, are you talking about?
She stormed out of court. She stormed out of court.
Which Candace?
Oh Lord, come on, Sandra, don't do this.
The mother, or
how many Candies are there?
Well, there's the grandmother and the mother.
Which Candy you think I'm talking about?
I don't know. I'm assuming the mother. Now that I think about it, she might have stormed out because she maybe was obviously told she's not getting her boys back. I wonder if she was told she can't get the boys back unless she leaves Dawn. I mean, I wonder that in my head.
Very interesting. Very interesting. So now that you open Pandora's box on that subject that no one's ever brought up, what if that was said? And she has decided to, as we see, staying with her husband. We're making prank calls for him. So that means we are riding the ride.
Mm-hmm.
That means we're not doing what we should do if allegedly that was said in court by a judge. Amen.
Well, that she probably, if that's the case, she either is so stuck in the abuse mindset of an abused woman, or she's or Dawn has something so bad on her that it would be more damaging to her than losing her boys forever if he came out with that.
So let's just humor Mr. Wells tonight. Let's say somebody was on the property. Do you believe it was Mr. Dobbs?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Not trying to do what Dawn is accusing him of, anyways. I mean,
Just
he was
being
obviously
nosy,
close to the
being a
property.
nosy Parker. You think he was just a nosy Parker, just went on
Yeah.
someone's property to be nosy? That's kind of dangerous, don't you think? In the holler.
Oh, absolutely. But I mean, you know, old men are they think they can do whatever they want. In my opinion, in my experience.
Well, someone's talking in the chat. Do you think they'll get the children back?
No, they're not going to get the children back.
Why?
Why? Because I think the law enforcement, I think CPS knows a lot, knows what they've been doing to those boys and to Summer, and I think it's so bad that they're never going to get those kids back.
Okay, but don't you find it odd that they didn't take the children but a month later?
Well, and maybe the boys, it's because the boys talked, and the boys.
Sorry, slow down. You mean to tell me the police didn't notice how the house looks when they went to see about Summer missing?
Well, I don't think that was enough to get the boys out of the house. Okay. I think that because Candace was keeping CPS away from entering their house.
Okay, so let's go there, because those are all allegations. We don't have a receipt to any of that.
Okay.
So you believe the allegation that CPS was involved or not involved?
Well, I think they were trying to get involved. I think they were involved, but say that again.
They were trying to get involved?
Well, I mean, I think that Candace was conveniently not ever there whenever they came by, or not answering the door.
So you do believe that she was leaving her children alone. So that would this is why I asked the questions. It's not to be rude, but I'm not going to let you say nothing without thinking about what you're saying first. So she left her children alone allegedly that day, if we believe that the children didn't go with Dawn, right?
Right.
On June 15th. So that means regularly, which is rumored, she left her children alone. Don't you think that would be foolish to leave your children alone if you're being investigated by CPS and they've been knocking on your door? You think they're not going to hear your kids jumping up and down, hollering and screaming, playing video games?
I think those boys are going to know when to shut up. They were scared of their parents.
But whether they were there, my mommy and daddy are not around when the cat is away. You know the rest.
But they are
children still.
Yeah, they are, but they know that their parents are going to come home, and they know that if they've done something that their parents told them not to do, so bad that CPS, as in answering the door for CPS, that at some point, CPS isn't going to be there to protect them. At least that's what the boys would have thought.
Yeah. But see, that's the whole thing, is why I tell people we really don't know. Because we're not there. We don't know Candace. We don't know Dawn. We don't know if the state was involved before Summer went missing. We don't know who actually called CPS. We just get rumors from Allie, who got the ball jumping with the CPS rumors. But we really don't know who was involved and not involved.
Right.
We don't know who told. There's a rumor someone said in the chat yesterday that the church called. Okay, so then what was the holdup with them still having the children if the church called? See, I tell people, always think.
I think more than one person called. I think they've.
Why? Why do you think that? Why do you think that?
I think absolutely. Well, first off, Allie's already admitted she called, so there's one.
That's right. Yes, she did.
And then I think the church would, at least Robin would have been a mandatory reporter, and or because she was a teacher of some, even though she's not I think she would have seen herself as a mandatory reporter, and I think that she's reported them. Just because of the
why do you think that?
The teeth being uncared for.
Yes.
The haircut had to have been very alarming when she showed up on Sunday with no hair, or Saturday. And I think those two alone would have been reasons to call, but also just the constant need for attention is to me, would have been a reason. on top of those other two physical things.
Okay. Someone is saying in the chat, I don't think anyone could get up the driveway. Well, see, that's the thing about this. We don't really know anything. And I keep trying to tell you all that when it is state involved, I can get in your house because I'm the law.
Right.
I don't care nothing about no damn chain. What's a chain? What's a fence?
Yeah. And I've never seen that.
I have to go get a bulldozer. I'll go get a bulldozer and I'll storm the gate. Because if you have a warrant, doesn't matter who you are, gate, fence, rope, it's coming down.
But I don't think that the law enforcement or CPS had taken it that far yet. And I think that whenever police got involved because of Summer's disappearance, CPS had open access to the boys. And with that constant open access, they built a relationship and they started talking.
Okay.
And the boys felt safe to open up more.
So you believe she's alive or dead?
Summer, I believe, is dead.
What do you think about all the things that have been going on social media, on The Wire? Because I'm going to start calling YouTube The Wire. Now I got a new name. On The Wire. On The Wire. With all these conversations with YouTubers. What do you think? All the stuff he's been saying. All these phone conversations recorded. What do you think? Bashing Mr. Chris. Bashing the sisters. What do you think?
Oh gosh, he's such a narcissist. I mean, It's just like you could write a book on Don Wells and how he fits the category of being a narcissist. It's just open. I mean, it's just crazy. Every time you think it can't get any more clear how that he's a narcissist, he makes it more clear.
Yes. Anything else you want to add, sweetheart, that we've left out?
I think that's it. I appreciate you listening to me.
Anytime, Sandra. Look, I tell everybody, don't get nervous. I just make you chop it up. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because
I like it. I appreciate it.
Because when you're trying to put something together, you can't just jug the pieces in. You got to try to make them fit.
Yeah. I like the way you make me think.
Thank you.
All right.
You be safe.
And you look beautiful. You look beautiful tonight.
Thank you. Look, I got to do my America strong tonight, honey. I have to put that fatigue on. No, baby, we are resilient America. Amen.
Yes.
Thank you for joining me. Thank you, Sandra.
All right. Well, thank you.
Okay, baby. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. That's me, Sandra. Thank you so much, sweetheart. All right. Next victim. Hit the link. A lot of gossip. A lot of feeding rhetoric from Mr. Don Wells. So much I wish I could tell you even more pertaining to this group shenanigans. But I took an oath to keep my mouth closed. But know that the queen knows a little something about Hollerville. Oops, excuse me. Oh, Lord, if the walls in this apartment could talk, Lord have mercy. Somebody would be mad at me. All I can say is, stay off your telephone. Stop talking. Because I'm probably the only YouTuber that's keeping your secrets. Stop talking. Hit the link. You want to give your commentary pertaining to mystery man on 125 Ben Hill Road. Where is he? Who is he? Why was he staying there for 1 month? Why was he staying there 1 month? There's nothing on the property. There's nothing. Unless there was something there in June. Hey, trailer, shed, what? Why was he staying on the property, this mystery man? Is he indeed this Mr. Dobbs that this young lady is speaking of? Why did he leave June 16th, allegedly, the day after Summer Wells went missing? Grandma, where are you? Why you leave your kid? What happened with Candy in court? Day 2. I hear you stormed out of the courtroom. What happened, Candy Cane? What the judge tell you? Can't get your kids back? You heard some nasty allegations in there that you knew were true, and you felt some type of way, but Don stayed behind. Why? Don didn't leave. You left. Yeah, they told the queen. Candy, Candy, Candy. You have got yourself in such a pickle with your husband. It must be love. Where is Boy H and Allie? Why have they been so quiet? Hit the link. Thank you. Did he shave his hair off because he caught lice from the Wells house? Language of horses, be nice. She sure as hell ain't getting any kids under her supervision. Amen. Doubt that, says Pinky Louise. Hit the link. If only you all knew. What the hell is going on? Thank you, Jack J. Thank you, sweetheart. Hit the link. Well, I guess I have to drop it myself. Wow. Thank you all for joining me. It's a hard job up here. My. Pray for me. No, I don't, Drax. You're concerned about the safety of Summer. Annette, you know this is possibly a worst case scenario, Annette. Let me to burst your bubble, baby. Shay Doc. If I could tell you what was told to me last night, trust me, all of your hair would fall out, literally. Your hair would fall out and would not grow back. So people feel it's okay for Granny to leave because she was afraid of Don or ignoring something. A mother risked her life for her child. Yes, Sabina. My thing is this. You can't say she was afraid of Don because she stayed on the property with Don. So if I feared Don Wells as a grandmother, older woman, whomever, I'm not going to stay there. That's why I keep telling you all, always think about what you're saying. How do I fear you, but yet I'm on your property? I'm in a camper, for God's sake. I'm not even in your house. But I fear you? Granny ain't fearing nobody. H told you she was mean. I believe somebody else has commented that the lady's mean, allegedly. So I doubt that Granny was scared of Donald Wells. If it was a matter of her having a good knee and she had to go toe-to-toe with Donald Wells, it might be a tie. Come on. Yeah, I can't tell you what I want to tell you because it's for the safety of a person's well-being. That's why. Thank you all for joining me. She's 2 to 3 years older than Don. Well, he's 56. I don't know. Interesting. There's Miss Rags. Here we go. Thank you all for joining me. This is Everyday Shenanigans. If you want to donate to the channel, $ Big Angie 129 Cash App. Thank you. Hello, Rags. How are you?
I'm fine.
Where
I
you
won't stay for long.
Yeah.
India.
You say Indiana?
Yeah. I talk to you almost every time you're on live.
No, but I have to let the people in the chat know where you're calling from, just so they know.
I'm just saying I feel bad taking up time. But Dobbs.
Well, I'm trying to keep it short because I'm on a short window on this stream thing. So if I come back out, I'll cut this and then I'll jump back out. I just don't want to do them so long where people can't enjoy them. Because 3 hours, that's just too long for anybody trying to watch a live, Go ahead, baby.
Yeah. It was just killing me. Didn't know who Dobbs was. Dobbs is the one that had the property right touching Dawn's, but the neighbor that's right there with Dawn called the cops because he was actually camping on their property.
Okay.
But what's funny about Dobbs is on his Facebook, he was constantly posting missing children. The day Summer went missing, he quit. Then post on his Facebook as his profile picture a picture of his dog saying he was at a hotel. Well, all the snoopers go through everybody's stuff, found out that picture was really from 2016. Plus, he shaved all of his beard, his hair, everything. The day
Thanks. So the picture, I say it again, slow down. The picture he posted was from 2016. What was it about?
It was a picture of his dog, Lucky, at the hotel that's right there. And I think it was
I'm mad you know the dog's name. Damn.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I've seen it everywhere. I'm pretty sure it was Lucky.
Well, let's just go here.
It's a dog.
Is there some truth to this man possibly being the one on 125 Ben Hill Road? Do you know for sure that is the exact address where he was camping?
The address? No, that's why I was asking you in chat, but you didn't get to read that. I didn't know if you were talking about him being at that address or if it was the guy
I'm speaking of a man. I don't know who it is. I don't know who the man is. I just know this is what was told to me. A mystery man was camping at 125 Ben Hill Road for 1 month. He left the property allegedly the day after Summer went missing.
Okay, that all follows with Dobbs, but I don't know the exact address. But he was there.
I was trying to pull it up, and it's confusing to me with that Google map and all that kind of stuff because it's an aerial view. It's just like hell. I have to be on the ground to see it. I'm just one of those. I got to visually be there.
Right.
Because if it can't zoom in enough to where I can actually see the house, where I can tell this road to that road. I got the pictures that somebody sent me, but I need to be there to see it myself.
Well, with him, he is a person of interest because he disappeared basically the day after Summer left, shaved his whole appearance, changed all of it, lied on his Facebook, and then a YouTuber went out there to where that hotel that he's supposed to be at and took pictures and proved that it was not just taken since Summer left because everything in the scenery was completely different. You have to watch the YouTube. They went in very big detail about it. And I'm sorry.
I didn't say nothing. I'm just listening. Okay.
But you could tell by the picture that wasn't taken within the last 3 to 4 months. It was a long time ago. They had renovated and everything since that picture.
It has nothing to do with Allie. My secret has nothing to do with Allie. It has nothing to do with Summer. It's nothing to do with Donald. It has nothing to do with Candy Cane. I'll let you figure it out. All I can say is it'll make your hair fall out. That's all I'm going to say.
I'm just doing nothing but teasing. This is what you're doing.
Well, if you follow my content, and you listen to the stories I bring to you, and if I tell you that what you think about something may not be, I talk about lots of people. I talk about missing people, hurt people, and that maybe sometimes what you think isn't. That the rabbit hole is deep.
Oh, I definitely agree with that. I have a feeling that's really deep.
Hello, Rocky.
Well, I won't. I just want to let you know who Dobbs was. I'll let somebody else come up.
Anything else you want to say about why would Granny leave her daughter? All those are my topics. Why did she leave? Where's Boy H? Where's Allie? Why are they quiet? What's the allegations against them in the court? Why did Candy storm out? Day 2 in court.
My opinion on Grandma leaving was because she didn't care for Don. This is my opinion only. Okay. She didn't care for Don. She was only there for the kids. And after the kids were gone, she wasn't going to be around, especially okay. I'm sorry.
No, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the chat. Somebody in the chat is asking a question.
Oh. But that's my opinion. She didn't need to be around Dawn. And if you believe
that's her daughter. See, this is what I'm telling you all. Think about what you're saying. You've been there already. You know what's been going on with them.
Right.
Before the child went missing.
Yep.
You knew Dawn, you know your daughter. You know what they've been going on. You see the picture that's just been released. Somebody's been digging in somebody's chest of drawers of Jose, Granny, Candace inside the kitchen, Hell,
Yep.
where are the kids? You see where I'm going with that? You've been
Alex
knew
is dead.
everything. Hello, everybody. Thank you. Thank you,
Yeah.
AB. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, just look how much Don's went, completely crazy since all this happened. There's no telling what he was doing up there. Just her, grandma, and him. He may have
So,
got drunk and
what do
he
I
may
think
have
about
got
that?
drunk.
Let's open
Hold
Pandora's
on, I
box
got
now.
one. Maybe he got drunk and knocked on her camper door, and she's like, "Oh hell no, I'm out of here."
Let's open Pandora's box. Why did Don leave with his son and didn't take any of his other children? Did he really go out to Utah to buy a house?
That is what's said, and supposedly he got pulled over on the way back, so that can get a receipt if he got a ticket. Because he said he got a
Speeding,
ticket.
but that doesn't prove anything because I was speeding.
Well, it proves that he went there.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I'm saying why? Why did he originally go to Utah with one son? That would have been time for a child to be in school. See, I tell you all, pay attention.
I don't know
Why
how
would you
to.
take one child out of school to go to Utah? You don't find that odd?
No, because they're all his, right? Biologically his. Yeah. So I know I do find that odd. I don't know.
So that's why I keep telling people, you can't believe everything somebody tells you. He went to go look for a house.
Yeah.
But you run back because you allegedly hear she's messing around and got people in her house, such as Jose, Pookie, Ray, Big Bubba, whomever. You come
Right.
back, y'all all have an altercation. She drops the charges.
Yeah. I do have my theory on why CPS came in a month later, though.
Okay.
Okay. So it's been proven that there has been calls before that on CPS, and I think that this case just got so big that people in CPS, the bigger people, started looking at why haven't you guys already took them? That's my opinion only.
Now, say
But with
that again.
I think the CPS has already been out there a few times and seen the house and everything, but then this case got so big and big people got involved in it and started cracking down on why are these kids still there, and they stepped in and said, "Get them out." That's my opinion. Because I mean, why else would it be a month later that they come and pick them up?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they already had the case and everything like that, and then a month after Summer went missing, the cops have been out there seeing the house.
I don't know, Janet, which child it was. Which child was it? I thought he took one of the younger kids. Was it an adult kid or was it one of the younger children?
I thought it was the oldest boy.
The oldest. Okay. Well, I misspoke. Okay.
And that's just my opinion on why. The only thing I could think of, without knowing more details that everybody else probably has, of why it had been a month away. That the case, with Summer got so big that, the bigger people started stepping in and saying they need to get out of there. You guys already had this information. Why weren't they already taken? That's my thoughts.
Okay, and please stop. They didn't have a tub or shower, bathe in the sink. Do y'all have receipts on that? Well, is Josie the older child or not? Because I didn't know if I was speaking the right information from that phone call with Cher or not. Who is the oldest child? Jesus Christ. That's why I don't like talking about these people. All these names and stuff. I just get irritated because I'm sick of the names. Pookie, Ray, Shamika, Bubba, Josie. Damn. Where is Summer?
Exactly.
Tired of these stories. I'm tired of talking about all these other side pieces. Where is the child? All these YouTubers calling like they damn junkies and enamored with this man. Who is this white man? Somebody make me understand. Who is he? Who is Donald Wells that you just got to be talking to him? Please enlighten me. Because last I checked, Elvis was dead. Come on, Queen.
I was gonna say he's a nobody. That's
A 1%er.
Yeah.
A 1%er. 10 billion people on the earth, allegedly. And you worried about damn Donald Wells and what the hell he got to say. But he ain't told you where the hell Summer is. Sandra says a pimp. He ain't no pimp, because if he was a pimp, that house would be laid out. Shut up, Queen.
He knows, he can tell you where every drug dealer is in that town.
You could pay that damn driveway.
True.
Pave it all the way around. Have you about 3, 4, 5,000 square feet of space since you got so many children. You have a nice little dog kennel set up for your baby cats and rats and wolf rats and dogs and billy goats. Come on now. Stay woke. Okay, he has 2 families. Josie is 12. And it's who went with him to Utah. That's what I thought, Rand. That's what I thought I was heard. Jesus.
I'll let somebody else come up, but
thank you.
Do yourself a favor. Search the butt dial from Dobbs' wife. You'll have a good laugh. Butt dial from his wife? Yep. Who did she call? She accidentally butt dialed somebody on Messenger. Who was? It was that part I have not found. They're not revealing who it was. They just sent the recording and the picture that she sent. But it's hilarious. So let me guess, she was inebriated? I don't think so. This is Dobbs' wife, not Candace. Jackie Dobbs' wife. Yeah. Search Jackie Dobbs' wife's butt dial in YouTube. You must think I just really want to be on YouTube like this. Y'all are funny. I mean, to me, I can hear a child in the background, but listen to what she says, and you have to listen to it a few times because it's a butt dial, so they're walking. But y'all killing me. It's hilarious. You just do yourself a favor later tonight. Hear somebody else say it. Another hoax. Yeah, but it's hilarious. Okay. All right. Good night. Good night, baby. Be careful. Have a good weekend. Thank you all for joining me. Who is the mystery man that was staying at 125 Ben Hill Road before Summer went missing? Is he relevant to the case? Since if Don wants to keep pushing this abductor theory, yet never pled for his child publicly, talking in circles, talking to every YouTuber with a pulse. Where's Boy H? Where's Allie? Why did Grandis leave? What happened in court, Candy? Why you run out? Day 2. Leave your husband in there alone to fight the good fights. What did the judge tell you? What evidence did he have against you and Mr. Wells? A lot of you say you think she's afraid of him. She's not afraid of him. She's done too much lately to show us she has no fear of Donald Wells. She likes the bullshit. And she's feeding and aiding Donald Wells. Or vice versa. No, when they went to court before, baby, about the children. Hit the link if you want to give your opinion pertaining to the title. Who is our mystery man? Why was he on that property at 125 Ben Hill Road for a month allegedly? Where was he sleeping? There's nothing there. You go to Google, pull up said sites, there's nothing there. Unless somebody has something and they removed it. The house, that property is off the market, several acres. What is the truth? 2.2 acres in Hawkins County. Go to landsofamerica.com. You can also go to Zillow pertaining to this said story. There's nothing there. Hi, Kevin B. Thank you. It's nothing there. Realtor.com says off market, 840 square feet, 16.7 acres lot, 125 Ben Hill Road, Rogersville, Tennessee, 37857. Median price of the homes is $149,900, $150,000 roughly. And the house don't have no value. Public records, 840 square feet, stories 1, lot size, 72,752, year built 1900, year remodeled 1900, property type farm, date updated at that time on this site, 7/24/2021. As I state, $137 per square foot, $149,000 is the median price for this said
neighborhood, but we already know that Donald Wells' house is not worth 150. It ain't even worth 100,000. He was camping in tents, was supposed to put a camper there. There are pictures out there with the tents. Okay, Kathy. She's the mind of the late teen or early 20s, her thought process. Who you talking about, kid? Where did you see that info? I thought the truck was still Bolo. Oh, Lord, here we go. There's no way that house is worth 10,000. That's why I said the neighborhood houses are worth 149.9. And I don't really believe that for that area. Sorry. Yeah. Thank y'all for joining me. Up $150, $1. Ooh, and small change. Shut up. There's a reason Don and Candace didn't allow anyone in that shed. Well, you know, you all keep preaching about that shed. I don't know why y'all keep going on and on about that shed. I don't know. The point is, if you set up this rules to get your child gone, you're supposed to already had everything out of the shed before you two decided to dial 911. She failed drug tests and they ordered no contact. Could be. Take away that house. It's a beautiful piece of land, though. Yes, all of Tennessee is beautiful. I haven't been anywhere in Tennessee that wasn't. This is a beautiful state because it is filled with trees and grass. Rolling hills in this part. Doesn't get flat till you get to Middle Tennessee. Then it's all the way flat, going all the way down to the bottom of Tennessee, which is Jackson and Memphis. And it's flat all the way on down and all the way on out west. Why does he keep talking to Cheryl? Maybe he likes her. Maybe she likes him. I don't know. They did everything they needed to do with that barber's body before they ever called 911. Okay. Hello, Pat. Fellow Tennessean, hello. And that says one of the most beautiful states I've ever seen. That's why people move here to East Tennessee anyway. Because of the mountains, the view of the mountains. I see the mountains every day. Rocks throw from the mountains. I need to know if it's true that there was no bathroom in that place. Why, Brenda? Is it going to make it better that you knew that there was no bathroom? Then that means if we know that there's no bathroom, then we're going to feel even worse knowing that the children were raised in a house with no restroom. So then you're going to start imagining people going out to the outhouse. Do you really want that on your mind pertaining to a 5-year-old and her brothers? You don't want that. Hit the link if you want to give your commentary to the mystery man. Is it Mr. Dobbs? Is Mr. Dobbs that people are speaking of? Mr. Dobbs, do you have something to do with the disappearance of Summer Wells? Did you allegedly leave 125 Ben Hill Road on June 16th? Where did you go? Where are you now? What is this shenanigans about you house wrangling, thinking you own the property? What is the truth? See, everything is he said, she said. This is why I never dwelled on this storyline pertaining to the mystery man on 125 Ben Hill Road. Hello, Sarah. How are you, sweetheart? Thank you. Dottie is from Middle Tennessee, but living in Oregon. I'm so homesick. Yes, you're in the land of serial killerville. Don't get offended. Sorry. As my daddy would say, it'll be here when you get back. We ain't going nowhere, baby. We're right here. My grandfather refused to use the bathroom. He said it was disgusting to go outdoors, indoors. Outdoors, indoors. Say that again. What? Wow. Move in the future. Okay, sweetheart. Thank you. Amanda S. Vita channel. There's a photo of him with a red truck on her channel. Okay. But remember what I told you, that what was said about a red truck is allegedly a no-go. Nothing that's worth you all fretting over, what was told to me. Okay, just an unimportant man with his own problems. Okay, I hear you, Bridget. Okay. She talked to Don in May or March. How could she have talked to him in May or March? The child didn't go missing till June. Please stop, y'all. Chris says there's a restroom. Okay. He said it was gross to go to the bathroom indoors because he was raised to go outside. It took me a minute to get. I got you. Okay. Yes. Allegedly, there's a lot of creepy people running around Ben Hill Road, but that's the whole point. There are creepy people everywhere. You don't know anybody. You don't know people's sins. You don't know the mindset of people, so it never matters. You understand what I'm saying? 403 in the room. Thank you. God is good. Amen. That's a lot of people. Somebody listening to the queen out there. Thank you so much. Thank you for the shares and the likes. Amen. Hello, Crystal. Yeah, you late. Ain't you tired of eating cake? Everybody this weekend has had a birthday party for a small child. Lord Jesus. Big children, little children. Shut your mouth. I did drop the link. No one's paying attention. 110 Ben Hill Hell, indeed. Scapegoats, though, DNC are creepy enough. Yes, indeed. Yes, it's so true. You wouldn't plan to have your kids stole from a basement they were locked into that by accident at the lake. Yes, Elisa, of course. That's the point. If we're to believe that you can only see from the inside to the outside, so that means a random human can't see through the inside of the glass. What does that tell you? I can't steal what I can't see. Come on, Queen. I can't get in what is locked. I'm going to make noise when there's said cars on the property. I don't know who's who. I don't know who's home. I don't know if there's a Rottweiler going to come running down the gravel, a pit bull, a wolf rat, billy goat with 12 feet. Stay woke. But yet on that day, a little girl goes missing in the roughest part of East Tennessee, off the beaten path. And you want me to believe a random person crawled up that dusty ass driveway that's broke up. Did you hear what I said? Broke up. Went to a door that you can't even see in, allegedly. A door that was allegedly locked, and stole a child. Did I miss something? Not random. Abduction was just never believable. In every true crime case, it's almost always the simplest explanation. Yes. Inside job. Why was grandma allowed to leave with an open investigation? I don't know, Sonny. Thank you, Crystal. Crystal, would you like to hit the link to give us your said commentary pertaining to this? Maybe you could speak better this weekend on the shenanigans of Donald Wells. One thing I'm going to say to Mr. Wells is that you need to stop talking on the phone. Stop calling people. Please stop. Just stop it. You have a gag order in motion allegedly pertaining to your boy children. And so you should stop talking about anything at all. Stop talking about Jeannie, Mary, the boys, your older children, allegations, your foot size, your past history with law enforcement, your criminal record, your stays in jail and prison. Please stop talking. I do not want to be fully gray by my birthday in January because I kept listening to stupid ass stories about Donald Wells and 110 Ben Hill Road. It was well planned. Candace passed Summer off to Don. She was sold in the SA ring. Well, you all keep saying that word, SA. We do not have any proof of human trafficking, black market babies. Bring a receipt. Why can't it just be they were tired of their child? That is the reason most children are murdered. Damn, why do they have to be different? Just saying. Why do they have to be different? Children are murdered every day for no damn reason, because there should be no reason to murder a child, you see. So why does it have to be SA, human trafficking, black market? I just don't like you. I don't want you around. I no longer need you. Not rocket science. I figured someone would have already cracked with the reward. Well, Cal City has a very big reward. Very quiet out there. See, you can't tell something that you don't know about. That's why I believe that all these children are deceased for that one reason. Nobody can tell you anything. Don't you find that strange? 2 little black boys on the West Coast, 1 little white girl down in the holler, and nobody can tell you anything. Because I meant to get you gone. So there will be no one to testify about a damn thing. Stay woke. Well, I don't know. Allegedly, a YouTuber posted a photo of him fooling with his trash or recyclables. I don't know what Giselle West is, but what I'd like to know is I was going to do a video about that if it was true. That picture is recent. Giselle, how you paying your house note? I'm curious. That might be the next live after this one. How y'all paying a house note? Because we're to believe that you've been pilfering children for monetary gain. How are you paying your note unless you went and got your job? You got your new security job? Are you still trying to be a rapper or a producer? What you doing? I'm just asking. Don't mind me. They may be trying to come up with a scheme to make her reappear. And how are they going to make Summer Wells reappear? You think somebody's going to give you that money because Summer, poof, voila, showed up? It doesn't work like that. You think they're not going to interrogate how you came to get Summer Wells? You're just going to walk in the police station and say, here she is. I'm leaving now. Oh, no. You should know that from dealing with Cal City. Cal City's reward monies have stipulations. They had it from day one. Not just handing you no damn money because the children resurface. Some say resurface. Some say convictions. Stay woke. People need to follow the West family around. Well, I guess you have to know where they are, baby. I heard Cher slip during a live. Then she backtracked after I called her out and she edited from her video. What did she slip up and say, Savannah? You don't get a reward if the child is not alive. Oh, of course not. That's the whole purpose of the reward, is to bring the child forward. Please hit the link. Said allegations is that there was a mystery man at 125 Ben Hill Road before the child went missing. Summer Wells, he left on June 16th, allegedly. What's the truth? You all are saying it might be Mr. Dobbs. Mr. Dobbs, if you want to call the queen, and I don't usually talk to people involved in such foolishness, but if you want to call the queen and tell me what the hell you were doing sleeping on dry land, I will kindly oblige you. I will kindly oblige you. You tell me what the hell you were doing on that land. Did you have any dealings with Mr. Donald Candace Wells? Did you ever fraternize with them and their children? Where did you come from? What are your reasons for coming to Tennessee? Why were you on any land on Ben Hill Road? Let's just say that, in case we've got the address wrong. What the hell were you doing on Ben Hill Road? For what reasons? Hit the link, because I'll be checking out here shortly. This is a very short live, so said commentary is pertaining to the mystery man at 125 Ben Hill Road, or Ben Hill Road in general, right before the child went missing. Allegedly, he left on the 16th of June. Where is boy H? Where's his mama? Ain't heard nothing about him. Candy Cane, why did you storm out of court? Day 2. What did they say? What are the allegations against you and your husband to why your children were taken? Where is grandma? Grandmama, why did you leave? And where is boy H and his mama? Next person, Savannah Smiles. Thank you for joining me. Where are you calling from, Miss Savannah?
Hey, I'm right here from Houston, Texas.
All right. What do you think about this mystery person on 125 Ben Hill Road before the child went missing and left on the 16th, allegedly?
Well, the only person that I have had my suspicions of is David Dotson. There was someone that was actually replaying his interview from, I believe it was Unmasked. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that, but there was a lot of inconsistencies with that interview, and he said, actually, it was Chip from Mystery Angels. Yeah, she played that, and during the interview, he stated, "Oh, I've never been up there. I needed the address to get there." And then in the same, the next question after that, he states, "Oh yeah, when I went up there to take him food and this and that." He said it in the question that was asked after that. So with that being said, he basically got caught in a lie, right? Like how she timed that question and the words that how she used it.
Wait, stop. Don't nobody talk. What the hell you talking about, Rags? The flute player from church is Dotson, in case somebody knows. Huh?
Yeah, David Dotson. Yeah, that's the guy from the church. The one that took the boys golfing that day. Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, David Dodson and Jackie Dobbs, two different things. Hello, everybody.
Uh-huh.
I knew I kept remembering the name, but I don't focus on things all the time.
Yeah,
So
flute player. Yeah, the guy that plays the flute for Summer at night.
Wait just a damn minute. Wait. That man from church or whoever the hell he is.
Names.
So this is the man that was allegedly on the Ben Hill Road, either 125 or whichever lot, living. Huh?
Oh, living.
No.
That's my commentary tonight. Yes.
No, not
living.
Okay, Roro said two different guys. Y'all getting them mixed up because y'all spooking me now.
Well, gosh, that's just strange too, because there had been talks about another David, and I'm kind of confused right now, to be honest with you, because I know other people were mentioning someone else.
So wait, this name I wrote down from the first person who spoke is Jackie Dobbs. What is the name of the flute guy?
Yeah. The flute player, that's David Dotson.
David. Okay, that's Dotson. Yeah. It's not the same thing. There's two people. They're two different people. Yeah. David Dotson is the flute guy. So that's two different names. Jackie Dobbs is the one who allegedly was staying on the property, was supposed to buy the property allegedly. See,
that's right.
The names are similar. Only by Dotson and Dobbs. S-O-N on one.
Yeah.
I can't deal with this. I'm getting head trauma. Jesus, well.
But can I say something else that's kind of off topic?
Oh Lord, why do y'all like to get off topic when I have topics?
I had started talking about it in the comments, and then you had asked me to say it again, but then I didn't get the chance. Okay. Well, it was pertaining to the share comment that I was trying to talk to you about. Yeah. I just want to let everyone know that it's not a rumor, and I heard it.
What is that?
She made a clip. She said back when I talked to Dawn in May or March.
Okay.
Yeah. So, that's way before Summer was reported missing.
Yes, exactly.
So that right there is a huge red flag.
Well, this is the interesting thing about this heifer. Yeah, I said that. She already admitted in that live that she uploaded that she talks to inmates anyway. So he wasn't an inmate. So how did she find him?
Yeah, but the thing about it is now I called her out right after that, and it was on her husband's live that same night, and I went into there and I was like, well, hey, how long have you known Don? And they both replied, and they said, oh, well, we've only known him about 3 weeks. And I was like, oh, okay. So I went back to the previous video where the clip was, and it's gone, completely edited it out.
But she didn't edit. Okay, so she know how to edit. Oh, I'm so glad you said that because I said something about her not editing out those people's names that she gonna tell us don't mention the children's names and yeah. Well, you should have edited that out before you uploaded that conversation with you and Donald Wells, and you explained yourself 1,000 damn times during the interview, conversation, whatever you want to call it.
But I caught that slip during an actual live, so it was like I caught it in that moment, and then I was thinking, nothing about the situation pertaining to her. It just doesn't. Nothing adds up. There's more behind it. I know that for sure.
Okay. Anything else, baby? Excuse me.
Well, I just do want to say, I do really appreciate the fact that you come on to your channel and speak truth about what a lot of people are blinded by. They only want to believe what, certain channels want them to believe. They're like throwing it in their face, like, this is what you need to believe. And, Gone and Candace, they're in a certain channel. And, they're just manipulating them to believe something that's false, and it's really terrible.
Well, this is what happens though. So
it's sad for the children,
It's very sad. It's very sad.
But I always appreciate seeing someone come up and speak truth against.
Well, I'm opinionated. I own that. But as I tell people, when it comes to true crime, what I'm not going to do is side with people who I don't know anything about because you like them. I'm not.
Absolutely.
Because I go by the stats that most people are hurt by the people who know them.
That's true.
So why am I going to rally with somebody because their child's missing? No, let me keep watching you first.
That's very true. But we also have to ask ourselves, okay, so if you know someone only for 3 weeks, right? Mm-hmm. And, it's the same situation, are you going to support this person 100%? You don't even know them, Like, why would anybody want to do that? You don't know anything about these people, supposedly. But
well, she might be one of those type of people, she has empathy for mankind. It doesn't matter if you shot your mama, you cut her up into tiny pieces and put her on the stove, as somebody did here in Knoxville, Tennessee, to their mother, father last year. Cher might be that type. She'd sit in the courtroom knowing you hacked your mom and daddy to damn death. Left evidence everywhere. Yeah. But she still would go to court and rally for you, support you. Let you call her. Come to the courtroom. Go to the jail. Bring you some hostess cakes and pies if the jail would allow it. You see where I'm going?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Oh, my gosh. That's so true.
I wonder how Mr. Cher feels about that. He said on one of his lives, he's like, I don't like when Cher gets upset. That's why I'm here to support her.
He don't like when she gets upset. Like, what you mean?
Yeah, he doesn't like when she gets upset. The way he said it on the live, it was weird.
You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. Remember that The Incredible Hulk?
Oh, she probably beats him up.
Oh my God.
Be very careful of those that come on perpetrating to be docile in behavior. The mild-mannered voice. That heifer probably hell on wheels. Shut up.
I have her mugshot. I have her mugshot for animal torture and her charges. Get the screenshot.
Oh yeah.
Yes, Whiskey Pete.
She's not a good person. Not good people.
So I heard a rumor. She's so what are you telling me? She's an animal hoarder, or what is she?
No, she tortured an animal.
Yep.
And blamed it on her sister. She said she went on vacation. It was her sister's fault.
Oh, she said it was a vacation.
Convict you. They're not going to convict you for animal torture. if it's not you, if it's your sister, that doesn't even, she
Y'all are going
tortured an
wild.
animal. That's all I need to know.
Yeah.
You have to be really bad to get in trouble for that.
So basically, what you're saying
That's
is
a
she
sicko.
tortured little dogs, but she has empathy for a big two-legged dog. Shut up, Angela.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's what people are believing. That
I really don't think we should call her name out because it's really not fair to the real Cher. Come on, Queen.
Can I just say one last thing? Because I just really needed to get off my chest
Yeah.
too. Also, you know,
Hello,
pertaining
Margaret.
to when I called her out. Okay, her attitude was like a calm mode, like a mood, right? Okay, so when I asked that specific question, her attitude, her tone, everything about her changed when I asked her about that comment she made about Mayor March, and she flipped on me in front of all of her subs, and started cussing me out, and kicked me out of there. But it's like, well, if it's not true, then why would you get so upset? I was just bringing it to her attention because I, what I had thought from it was that they didn't know each other. And then hearing that, I was thinking, like, why would they know each other before Summer even disappeared? She very well could be holding evidence or valuable information regarding Summer, and she's just over here playing the part, using Summer's name and disrespecting her, and just getting all this money. And I just feel there's just more behind it, but I just wanted to put that out there, and
Okay.
I just really needed to get that off my chest. So
Thank you, baby.
thank you for that.
Thank
Imre.
you, Savannah. I love your insight. And I love you, Queen. I
Thank you
think
so
you
much.
should be grilling Don. You should be working for the FBI, grilling
Never,
everybody.
never.
You could do it.
Mm-mm.
She's
They'll
amazing,
be
though.
paying you the big bucks. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
There's no way I want to take home the stuff that like we're talking about. There's no way. You have to carry that around with you. You know, you have to find a way to block all that out.
The way you carry yourself, yeah. You could be
Oh,
an
absolutely.
excellent attorney.
I don't like reading a lot. That's going to be the problem.
You do a great
I
job.
don't want to read the
You do a
information.
great job.
I'll be like, oh, forget this. I'm going to the bar. I ain't got time for this. Sorry. No, thank you. Thank you all so much, though. Thank you so much. You all are up late. Maureen said she couldn't
You
sleep.
do a
This should make you not sleep. You don't want to listen to this trash. You can't sleep. Mm-mm.
So is there like what's the questions about
The man on the property,
how do I feel
was
about
it true?
the man on the property? He's creepy.
Allegedly, a man was there staying for a month, and then he left the day after Summer went missing, the 16th, if that's true.
Yeah, and then his wife had a butt dial and said that God makes her excited for the sex. She said God makes her HORNY on a butt dial call. And I could hear children in the background. It's on, I believe it's on Amanda S. Vita page.
Okay.
She has the call.
Okay.
And
to be honest,
it was just, it disturbed me. It disturbed me. And Libby had it. I just don't remember what night it was. And my dog passed away. So I kind of lost a few nights there. So I don't remember what night it was. But that she has a video. And there's another guy. There's another creepy guy that's on Allie and Candace's page, both. And there's pictures of little girls laying on mattresses on his Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's on Ziggy's page. I was doing some research in today.
Okay.
And it's like unbelievable. It's like crazy. It's so crazy. Like the people they associate with, it's all, and there's pictures of Summer. They said they haven't gone to that church only for 6 months. There's a picture of Summer in the Sunday school class with Robin in March of 2019 on Candace's Facebook.
Okay.
So I mean, they're lying about everything. Watch that first video of them on the news. You don't even need to listen to it. Turn it all the volume all the way down and look at them. Just
Okay.
look at their expressions and look how they look at each other and look how she doesn't even blink. And then she gives them the side eye while he's talking. And then she does it and she doesn't even blink.
Okay.
It's unbelievable that these people cannot get away with this. They know what happened to Summer. They need to find
Yeah.
that little girl.
Yeah. But see, that's the thing. Who's going to tell it? You know what I'm saying? Who's going to tell it?
I do want to say though,
Donald.
when
Yeah,
you were
but
talking
he
about,
said that
sweetheart, you know good and well he's never going to tell where the child is. Never. I'll never tell her.
Did you see
I
he
did want
said
to say,
Candace had a stroke? She had a
Okay.
mild stroke, they think. Her face went numb, and he's like, she didn't want to go to the hospital. Like, all right, so you're going to let your wife die of a stroke? You're not going to call 911 because she didn't want to go to the hospital? He's going to let her die. Something's going to happen. I feel like a bad thing. Like, he's not going to help her if something happened, obviously. He said she had a mini stroke the other day. They said they're doing drugs and all kinds of things over there. So
Wait a minute. Where did you hear that she had a stroke?
he was on
Whew.
Skeezy. Yep, he
You
said
think
she
she had a
had
stroke?
a mild stroke, they think.
You think she
Well,
had
I
a
don't
stroke?
know, but why wouldn't you call 911? Even if they said don't call 911, you're numb. You got to go to the hospital. So what are they going to let her die? I don't know. Like
Patricia, be
that's
nice.
like I feel bad.
Well,
I feel like
that's
he's
why I
going to
keep
do
telling you
something.
all. Listening to Don, some people think this is great news, great evening news, but it's
Mm-mm.
not. It's just a fool playing more fools, and I'm gonna say that. The only thing he's showing you is that he's not truthful. He can't tell the truth, and so what you have to ask yourself is what else are you hiding? Because there's no way I can believe half of the stuff that comes out of his mouth.
absolutely, I
Sorry.
agree. I think it's just all distractions, and
Yeah, but that's what you're supposed to do if you're guilty. That's the whole point of the story. I have something to hide. The more I talk about this, this, and this, and not what the hell you want me to tell you, maybe you'll stop asking about that little girl.
But I did want to say though, when she was talking about that butt dial call, at the end of it, you can hear Candace's voice.
Thank you, Patricia. Really.
I didn't. Yeah, I was not trying to be rude to
Oh.
interrupt, but yeah, I did want
So,
to say
so,
that.
so the butt dial call you're talking about is of this Dobbs wife or Dotson wife or somebody who you speaking of?
Yeah, that was
Jackie
Candy butt
Dobbs.
down with somebody.
yeah, Jackie Dobbs' wife.
So Jackie Dobbs' wife,
J-
this mystery guy that was on the property allegedly, right?
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
You hear Candace in that same conversation.
At the end, yes. I believe he asked her something like, "Where you been?" And I think she replied, "Oh, just driving around," or it's been a while since I heard that, but I did hear her voice at
Thank
the
you,
very
Chris.
end. Yeah, it's
Lord have mercy.
Oh, I didn't hear her voice in that one, but I thought he was
again.
creepy. I think they should look at that guy, but
Mhm.
his
Okay.
dog was Elvis.
That's bad. Hello?
It's just hello.
Yeah, I was listening. I thought you were going to say something else.
Go ahead,
Okay.
Savannah.
Somebody says Don said they was out here in Kingsport putting out flyers today. They not. Yeah. Well, anyway. Yeah. Well, I don't believe anyone had a stroke.
Okay.
I don't believe that either.
Yeah, I doubt that.
It's just to cause more chaos, and I believe that Don loves all the attention
I
that
don't
he
know.
gets.
Someone's asking me in the chat about Candace and Hunter. I can't say what they did and didn't do. Because naturally, Hunter knows if he actually told the truth or something did happen, that Candace would go to jail for that. So maybe he wouldn't want her to go to jail. He might tell bits and pieces of something. But allegedly, my source says that he's telling the truth of not having any relationship with Candace. That's what was told to me yesterday. That he said nothing's happened between the two. I don't know if this is the truth or not. So as I said, he knows that something would happen to her naturally if he admitted that they did have sex. He knows she would go to jail for that. She keeps saying Don makes her horny. Who are you speaking of, Threads of Hope? Dear God, please stop.
What?
It's on the butt
Karen, I don't
dial.
know.
She said God makes her like that.
Who makes her like
But
that?
it sounds like Don. It does. She said God, but then it sounds like she says
Who
Don.
said God makes them that?
The butt dial call.
Yeah, that's what she says. That.
Okay, don't say it.
Yeah, no, it's
G-O-D. Is that what you're telling
Yeah.
me? Okay.
Yes.
See, that's foolishness right there. So I indulge in that type of mess.
yeah.
Blasphemous. They don't do that. She can't have any more kids. Who can't have any more kids?
Oh, that's a rumor
You
too.
hope she can't have any more kids.
That's a rumor too that she's pregnant right now.
That's all this are rumors. Hello, Clarice. Do I need to bring Hannibal Lecter out?
Maybe she's pregnant with Hunter's baby.
You know, get off my live with that nonsense. Come on now. Miss Ray. Now. Then we're definitely talking about child rape. Come on, we don't want to do that.
I don't know. I think something was going on.
You do believe that?
I don't trust any of them.
Savannah, do you believe that?
I do believe that there was a relationship between the two. Yeah,
You do believe that?
I do.
Okay. Well, I'm just telling you that he's told her that there was not. So that's all I can go on. I don't know.
So the CPS leaked report, it said in there that that Candace and Hunter would be, doing things in front of the other children, so they witnessed it.
So you actually believe the leaked reports?
There's
do.
an investigation against her.
I'm just saying, but you believe the leaked reports is what I'm saying. That's all I'm asking.
Yes.
I do.
Okay, so then you believe she was touching whatever in front of her children with this man, knowing her children will go back and tell the father.
And I think that Summer saw too much, and I think that's what Candace did something to her because she didn't want her to tell.
So then that means you also believe that on the 15th, that was not the first time in a while that she's talked to Hunter, that she's possibly been talking to him before, because there are rumors that they hadn't seen each other in 8 months. So what's the truth?
No, they were talking, I think, all along. Because Allie said, my kids talked to her even though I didn't.
Savannah, you believe they were talking before June 15th?
Yes.
Okay.
And there was, right at the beginning when all this was happening, there was on...
Who is they, Gina? They. Who is they? They believe they had a relationship. Who's they?
Oh, okay. Okay, hold on. What do you mean? Say that one more time.
Kathy has a very good point for those of you that believe these rumors. If that was an elite report, where do you think Candace would be right now? In jail, not at her house. Exactly.
They still have to gather. They're still making.
Yeah.
But baby, that's been a month ago. That's been over a month. They went to court.
I think the
Yeah.
truth's coming out now, though. That's an investigation. They're going to take their time with this and get it right.
Someone says we'll know in 7 months in a paternity, can't you say a paternity test? Please stop. Y'all killing me. CPS would have reported to the police. They would be obligated to report it. Yeah. Lots of gullibility on YT. Exactly. Okay. Gina says Child Protective let it out today. On a Saturday?
They said the boys are separated and they've been moved. They're far away from Hawkins County. They're
Is this
not
a real
together.
report that you heard leaked today by the news, ma'am?
No. It
So
wasn't on the news.
Okay, but think about what you're saying now. Just saying. Don't you think the news will tell you something about a report and what happened in it and where the children are? Don't you think they would tell you that? So you want to believe that somebody leaked the report knowing that's illegal and against the law, and you don't think they're not going to come for the person, YouTuber, that leaked the report on their channel? Stay woke.
I don't know. I don't know why they didn't. Why did it take 40 days to get those kids out of that
Yeah,
house?
I do find that's a problem. But what I'm saying is, with these leaked reports, allegedly, you know that once the YouTuber leaks it, then the law enforcement can find the person who is the YouTuber.
Oh, well.
So you willing to go down for Candace and them to get views on a report? I'm just saying.
Not
Just think about
me. I don't have a channel.
No, I'm just speaking
Not
in
me.
general, sweetheart.
Oh.
That's true.
That
Yeah,
you
you're
involved
right.
now. Once you leak that information, if it's true, it's private. These are minors.
Yeah.
Why you think I can't tell you what happened in court? Because this person is keeping their word not to reveal personal information of what transpired in the courtroom pertaining to the children.
I think the channel that she didn't post like the report, she just told it. So
Yeah,
I
basically
guess
she
you
was
have to
saying it
either
was like
believe it
hearsay.
or not, you know?
Yeah, it was like hearsay is what she said.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say, is that you're risking your own self because it's not legal to reveal personal information pertaining to children from a court hearing. You know that.
Yeah.
Even though I'm curious and I'm asking, but you see, I can't get anything. I just heard this because this information came from someone that's not directly involved.
Well,
I did want to say at the beginning when all this was, when Summer first disappeared, and there was a comment on Hunter's Facebook, and he had put on there that he was in a relationship, and Candace commented on there, "Oh, what with who? Your hand?" Or
Yeah, I
something
saw
like
that. I
that. You
saw
know,
that the
like
other day. It's so disgusting.
you know what I mean.
See, that's why you know it doesn't
But
make
after
any sense.
that, it was deleted. You know.
That's why you know this is a bunch of BS. That is not appropriate conversation to be having with a child. See, that's why I said that's where Alan needs her big butt whipped. Because I know she's on that boy's Facebook page and seen those posts, and I would have checked Candy's fat face and told her, "You don't talk to my son like that." And I would have schooled him and scolded him too, and told him, "You don't have no business talking like that, period, on your page with a child or an adult."
And that was in like 2020, and then whenever people were starting to question her and Hunter, all the comments were deleted off there. I remember that. Gone.
Somebody loves your glasses, Miss Kim. Simple things like your glasses.
Thank you.
What do you have to say, Miss Gosling? Where are you calling from?
Fort Worth.
All right, welcome Texas in the house. What you got to say about the title, baby?
Yesterday I saw a chat with Ziggy, and you know she caught a lot of heat for telling all what her sources were, but you know I just want to say that it's the good, the bad, and the ugly, and we're all here. Pardon me?
Oh, I'm listening to you, sweetie.
Oh, okay. And so we're all here because, A, it touches our hearts with empathy and sympathy, and it's so overwhelming that there is a child, out there that is missing. And I've never ever heard of a case like this.
Mm-hmm.
But based on are you hearing that feedback?
No.
Okay. There are so many bizarre things, and there's been so much speculation and lies, out there, that it's like somebody that reveals a little bit of details, you can't help but just be drawn in from it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm slightly curious as to where you were going at the very beginning of your stream.
Where was I going?
Yeah, what's your newest take on? Oh, I'm not going to call it dirt, but yeah, the dirt, because I'm kind of clueless. I've followed everybody so far.
Mm-hmm.
And, the sad part about this,
my take is that it's BS. That's my take.
Yeah, there are so many lies out there. I mean, like planting flowers, cactuses, that's crazy. And the truth is it's so evil that, you just can't even imagine something like that happening in this day and time.
Yes, but see, this is what I tell people, is these things do happen. That's the point. That's why I don't believe in the phantom and the going up this broken driveway to steal a kid.
Right.
Most children are murdered by their caretakers. That's what I go on. I go on the stats. I go on what's realistic. That's how I live. What's real, not made up stuff. That's who I am.
Yeah.
Because this isn't a subdivision with a bunch of houses beside each other, and the children went out and rode their bicycle, and one little girl didn't come back with a bicycle.
Right.
You're in the middle of nowhere. I don't think people really understand what nowhere means.
To listen to like Chris and everything, him being, ex, cop and whatever, this has so many layers, this onion, that, and each and every one that we peel back, it's like, oh my God, can this be real? And it's like, oh my God, I'm gobsmacked, as far as what's next.
Okay. Well, let me tell you what's possibly could be next, because I don't think most people are really paying attention. You've got strange people saying their child went missing, strange people being rallied by different other strangers around the U.S. and abroad, going to YouTubers' Facebook to talk, spin webs, lies, cuss each other out, blah, 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 blah. But I don't think many of you have sat and thought about the fact that some of you are sitting at the table with the wicked. And since Don likes to quote scriptures, that's in Psalms, that you're not supposed to sit at the table with the wicked. So when you're sitting there passing a Mountain Dew and talking and laughing and eating pizza and interviewing and being woke up at 3, 4 o'clock because they're calling you drunk dialing, butt dialing, blah, 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 you are partaking in the foolishness. And perhaps you've been sitting there with the murderer. Did I make that clear?
Wow. Wow.
So that's the part some of you missed.
Wow.
That you're letting a murderer ring you up at 3 a.m. saying he can't sleep at nights. Maybe God's trying to tell you something.
Yeah.
He can't sleep at night because he killed his kid. You're going from one YouTuber to the next, emails, this and that. Ring, 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 ring. Don, go to bed, go to sleep. You need some rest. I don't give a damn about Don needing no sleep.
Wow. Yeah.
Go to sleep. Yeah, you know what he's doing?
Happening. Yeah.
There's a cemetery across the street, ain't it? You can sleep all day over there.
He was talking the other day about being institutionalized, being brought up in the jail system, and how it was like a party. And, but back when he was first interviewed, it was like, well, whoever did this probably shouldn't go to jail. It's like.
And what person would say that? You will hear people say that can happen
right.
with the death penalty.
Right.
And some people will judge them and say, why are you saying that? They murdered your child, your mother, your father. And then some people say, well, I'm a Christian. I don't believe in murder, blah, blah, blah. But nobody thought of your child. Nobody thought of your mother, your father. Right. And we know that it is the law to execute a human. But yes, it's still murder, but it's legal in most states. Yeah. So it's up to your interpretation and your religious beliefs. But to say a person shouldn't go to jail for taking your kid, that's a whole different ballgame.
For selling your kid.
And
I'm sure that's what's happened.
See, you should have figured out what's going on. Donald is talking about himself. Y'all ain't figured that out.
Yeah. This is something so outside my realm as far as I couldn't believe this existed. And you have to look at the blessings in this case, and it has brought awareness to trafficking like never before. Mm-hmm. And I really wish we would rally and try to do something to combat this. Huh?
Like what, baby?
Well, I don't know, but somebody that, I just never thought anything like this could exist. And if anyone would come to me and say, what can you do? What can you do? I would be passionate to do anything I possibly could to help anybody. I work in a nursing facility and I take care of elderly people. So, I give service that, right.
I'm listening to you, sweetheart.
Oh, okay. I think I've got the show, and I'm hearing part of the show in one ear, and I'm talking to you on the other. I don't know how that got crossed, but
you got to have your devices turned down. You can't have things playing. Okay. You can't have the show playing in the background on TV.
No, it's your show earlier taped. So I was playing your show, and then I went online, to jump onto it, and I think I'm in the beginning of your show because I just kind of joined in.
Well,
yeah.
What is your solution? I'm trying to understand where you're going. Your solution to a child missing is what exactly?
It's the silver lining in it is to bring awareness that each and every one of us can pitch in and try to combat this house by house, neighbor, just international, global, because there are more of us than there are SAT words, whatever you want to call it. And, I haven't lifted a finger today to do anything to fight against this. And, if we could
let me ask you, I don't mean to interrupt you. I don't, because I'm confused. What are you saying? You think the baby was what? Abused by her parents? So what are you saying?
No, I believe she was trafficked. I believe she was trafficked.
By whom?
Well, I'm sure there's a whole network of trafficking going on. Tennessee has like a crazy amount of children going missing. I want to say like around 3,000 to 4,000. There is let me recommend to you the lab, Joseph Diaz, and he did the statistics on child trafficking in Tennessee, and it just made my you need to write that down.
What I'm trying to understand is what I'm trying to do is understand one thing. How did she get gone to be trafficked, ma'am?
Oh, well, money, you know, that right there. And Don and Candace are not the most virtuous people. And, you know, even like Don's relatives just slightly down the holler, you know, they're all, one's convicted, SRO, and then another, you know, it's like they're all networked down in there. You know, sexual, family sexual assault is so common within less.
So basically what you're saying is Candy and Don sold their child to a trafficking ring. Is that what you're saying, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So because you know, we're trying to get the gist of your point that you're making. Okay. So what do you want us to do about somebody buying a child on the black market? What could I possibly do? I'm just saying, what could I possibly do to stop somebody from buying a child on the black market?
Well, I don't really know, because I mean, this is something that is so out of my league. I mean, I never even existed. This stuff happened. Or, you know, you would see children being kidnapped, murdered, and whatever. But, you know, to have an open market where you could be bought and sold, let me really recommend you viewing the lab on child trafficking in Tennessee. Oh my God!
I hear of child trafficking. I hear of child trafficking everywhere. But I'm going to say to you that I don't believe this is child trafficking. That's my personal. I can't. I just think the parents did something to her. That's my opinion. Is it possible that they sold her? Could be. But see, that's the thing. Yeah. We don't know, because we don't know Donald and Candy.
I mean, anything's possible.
That's right.
Except for what they've told us. I don't believe what they've told us. And, you know, that's been just, oh my God, that's been so bogus that, when I first started watching you, you were like, why did Candace run out of the room? And I'm almost positive. I'm almost positive that, you know, due to Ziggy's report of what that CPS listed, was all of the allegations of child neglect, child abuse, you know, to the boys. The part with the lice, you know, the body lice.
Yeah, I've heard about that. So that's why I said I want to know.
Shaving of the head.
Leaving all that stuff out, because this person don't realize.
Oh my goodness.
Showing all that. You've immersed yourself.
But what really was the clincher, and I think what got the boys taken, was the fact that sexual relations with Hunter, and Hunter being a minor. And, you know, this whole throw Don in there too, because he's got the stuff's creeping out on him from the stepsister, when he was 12 and she was 5. You know, it's like, it's rampant. You know, it's like part of the family dynamics, you know? Wow.
Yeah. And that's the thing about this story. Wayward parents, both lost custody of the children, allegations of rape, this and that by the parents with the kids, other kids, history of people in the neighborhood, also as pedophiles, been to prison for pornography. You don't know what's what, and I get all that. But I'm just one of those people that sometimes you can live in the grid. It's gritty around you, but 9 times out of 10, it is the parents that have done something to the children.
Right. And, you know, in the very beginning, you know, this front of the church and him being a good gospel, you know, man, and it's just like hypocrites, you know, just everything is like nothing is what it appears, like you said. And it's, can this thing get any crazier than what it is? And unfortunately, it will.
I don't know. And the father keeps talking, so possibly so.
Well, listen, all of the, you know, have you ever following the Barry Morphier case where they've like got GPS in the cars, the electronics as far as all the phones and everything.
Yes.
This thing is about to go down because with the CPS reports and, you know, the cops, you know, showing all their forensic, it's just a matter of time. And I really believe that Candace and Don will take it to the grave, the truth. You know, this thing will probably proceed without a body. But I mean, there is so much circumstantial evidence of them being evil.
Yes.
Oh, by the way, I love you. I've just now discovered you, and you know, I was listening to this little asshole guy named AD, and you know, he was throwing some stuff out there, and he goes, I think I pissed her off one day, but you know, she's really cool, and I wish
AB knows why. AB put me on blast. He knows that. He knows all about
I could tell her how much I love her. And so I thought, well, okay, let me go over there. Let me give her some love. And, you know, immediately I subbed, you know, I was like, I've sprung out a few heads up. And
thank you,
this is the first time I've ever done this.
You have a light spirit. You have a light spirit. But I want you to know that this case is about the belly of the beast.
Oh, you know it. Mm-hmm.
So I don't want you to forget that. That you're dealing with people, who are possibly psychopaths and we don't know them.
Yes, narcissistic.
Now there could be that small chance that Candace and Donald didn't harm this little girl. But you also have to remember one thing. The children were taken away for a reasons.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So you have to realize there's reasons for the season. So what the hell happened with that little girl? Where is she?
Right.
And there's a reason why you don't have no clues to where she is. There's a reason for that.
Well, and the land of Tennessee with all of the terrain and all, you know, they've got deep wells. I mean, there is stuff that you will never be able to locate a body.
Well, and that's why I'm telling people what it's like living here. You could be laying right outside right now in plain sight and nobody will even know that you're lying there because it's green everywhere when it's the season for greenery. So you're out there lying. It's going to be somebody smells you first and say, I smell something. You understand what I'm saying? But when you're living out there where they live, you smelling something won't mean nothing. You're driving by in your car with your windows up and the air conditioning running. It's not going to matter. You'd have to be out literally walking, like walking your dog, or you were stranded and you got over, you stood outside and you said, that's an odd smell. You see what I'm saying? But are you really going to go investigate if you're outside in the middle of nowhere because you smell something strange off the side of the road? Possibly not. Savannah, you still here?
I'll let you go. I love you.
Thank you for subscribing.
Thank you again.
Thank you. God bless you. Thank you, honey. God bless you too, sweetheart. There you go. I'll get her off of there. Miss Justice, how are you?
Just fine, sweetheart.
Where are you calling from?
I'm coming from Tennessee.
All right.
And I'm new to this channel. I'm new to a lot of YouTube channels. I'm trying to get out there for 1K on my channel as well. So I'm just putting that up front. But yeah, if anybody wants some education about Hawkins County, I'm here. I mean, that's where I'm at. I've been here for 20 years and more. Mm-hmm. And on Summers Wells case, I've been following that case very closely.
Okay. Well, can you say exactly where you are, or are you just going to tell me you're in East Tennessee?
Do what, ma'am?
Can you say exactly where you are, or do you just want to say you're from East Tennessee or in Tennessee, period? I don't know where you are.
I'm in the Tri-Cities, Tennessee area.
Okay, you're Tri-Cities. Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
I'll just say it this way. I'm on the other side of Dawn and Candace.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you something pertaining to the title, because I have several titles up there. What do you think about the mystery man on the property at 125 or Ben Hill Road in general, leaving a day after the child went missing? What do you think of that information?
Well, in Hawkins County, a lot of trading of the land and the farms happens a lot in this small town and surrounding areas for tobacco and produce mostly. But for this story,
Wait, slow down. You said tobacco and what?
And produce,
Produce.
like gardening.
Okay, produce. Okay.
Yes, and so people will sell land to farm work and do the tobacco industry in this area and stuff. In this case, not for a missing child. I mean, the land, if it's inherited, I don't know, or if it's not inherited, families pass down their family lands to their children and generation next.
Okay. So let me ask you this. What is the consensus in the general area pertaining to the guilt of these two parents? What are you hearing?
I'm listening to all the speculation and the theories and stuff, but I don't have an opinion. My opinion is
listen. What are people saying in your demographic about these two parents? That's what I want to hear. Since you're calling from this area, I want to hear it because I've been wanting to hear. What are people saying?
Well, a lot of people are saying that they're going to hunt them down because of what they think of the theory of the addiction and the neglect to the children. And with CPS seeing that live video, yes, they're going to take children out of homes that don't live properly channeled. I mean, that is how CPS works here. I mean, if they get anonymous calls or just any kind of calls, they go into the system and look into it and investigate it. And then they surprisingly visit people. They don't announce.
So you do know of them going to the house and surprising people without sending notice. So you're saying they don't send notice, I'm coming to your house. Is that what you're saying? Because people need to hear that.
They don't send you notice. They make a phone call letting you know they're going to make a visit. And then once they make that call, then it's up to you to have everything ready before they get there. In some cases, people don't even think about the call because it's a mysterious call in the first place.
So you're saying you've heard of them calling first, correct? I want to make sure I'm hearing what you're saying.
They call. Any CPS worker or Child Protective Services calls your phone number and lets you know they're going to make an appointment to come out to see you and visit the children's well-being.
Okay. Well, somebody says CPS does not have to call and let you know that they are coming.
Not if they think it's a serious allegations and serious neglect, and a lot of anonymous callers cause it in for neglect and abuse. They don't have to announce it.
Well, why do you think the children were taken then?
Huh?
Why do you think the children were taken?
Because of the video footage on YouTube is what I think for right now, because where they seen the turnover of the investigation and then the lifestyle they was living on the outside grounds, and they was already involved investigating this prior to other callers.
Okay.
Wanted the safety of them other three, as well as I'm going to interpret my own opinion. The boys, if they know anything, they wanted to take them away from the scenery so they could question them themselves. If that makes any sense to anybody. I mean, I'm not trying to interpret anybody's credibility on this channel or anybody's opinions as credit. I'm saying I've been dealt with CPS. That's why I'm telling you the educational level of it.
Well, let me tell you. Let me ask you this: do you believe they hurt their child?
No, but there was not a lot of love and bonding from the mother as much as the father intentionally spotlights himself to be, because he was always at work. So.
How do you know, Don? How do you know, Don? So what are you trying to tell me?
I feel the children was brought up the way all parents in Hawkins County does. Mamas and daddies work, siblings take care of siblings, and then turn around, and when parents get home from work, they deal with whatever mess they have to clean up.
So you basically telling me everybody up in that region lives the same. That's what you trying to tell me?
Pretty much. I mean, my parents worked, and I took care of my younger brother. And I was a young age too.
Do you know Candace Bly, ma'am?
No, ma'am, I don't know her
Do you know
personally.
Donna Wells?
No, ma'am.
Do you know anybody in Rogersville, Tennessee?
Most of my family is in Tennessee, or Rogersville area.
I said, do you know anybody in Rogersville, Tennessee?
Yeah.
And you want me to believe that everybody in that region lives the same? Well, I can tell you, wait a minute. I know someone who's the newscaster for the Tri-City News, and I know damn well he don't live like none of them folks out there.
I didn't say all people. I just said certain people live.
I thought you said majority of the people live like that up there.
No, ma'am. I was meaning that some people where their parents work and do their history and stuff, the kids take care of each other coming in from school, coming in from after school programs and stuff.
Do you believe Donald Wells? Do you believe in the stuff he's been saying on social media, ma'am?
Do what, ma'am?
Do you believe what Donald Wells has been spending on social media pertaining to everything?
I believe he just wants the spotlight of everything.
Do you believe he hurt his kid? Do you believe he hurt his kid?
Do what, ma'am?
Do you believe he hurt his child, Summer Wells?
Based on his history, I hear a lot of the case of his prior past. But honestly, I can't opinion on that because, I mean, he was at work most of the majority of the day. Candace and the grandma had the child.
Hey, I didn't want to be rude.
What you're not going to do is showboat up here for no damn channel. I'm the queen. I'm the fucking
you are. Yes, you are.
Let me tell you something. I'm 50 years old. And if God lets me live to be 51 in January, you cannot hustle the hustler. Not now, not never. You can only get away anything with me is what I allow you to do. How the fuck you know what Donald Wells was doing and been doing? You don't know him. You're not friends with him. So you can't say what he's been doing, where he's been going, where he was on June 15th, 16th, 17th, 14th, 13th. How do you know what the hell he was doing? He works all the time. How do you know that, lady? You don't know. Just say you are biased, which that's your right. But you're not going to come up here on everyday shenanigans with them shenanigans and say he works all the time. So what if you find out that Donald Wells killed his kid and he made a, what's the word I want to look for? Disappearing act from his job to get rid of his damn child on June 15th.
Yes, ma'am.
How about that? Oh, and good luck with your channel. I ain't what you want.
I agree with you.
I can't say what I think. You can't say because you're trying to build your channel. Queen ain't done. That's why you want to get your opinion. Because you got to get them views first. And then you can do the switcheroo after you done got so many views and got your partnership with YouTube. Am I laying it down?
I agree.
Oh, wait a minute, Queen, gone to school. For those that don't know in the back room, you got to get them 1,000 subscribers first before you can put your bid in with YouTube. Then YouTube can send you your letter to say yes or no that they are partner with you. Come on, Queen.
I respect you.
That part.
I respect you for that.
Thank you. See, I let her talk, even when I smelt the rat.
Yes, you did.
I keep trying to tell folks that gift of discernment has served me proper. I can see through the looking glass before I even hit the button to say hit her in the box. Y'all something else with y'all selves. You see, you all are what's the problem why we got Donald Wells doing these shenanigans in the first place, because you're giving him a platform to spin webs when the story is about his child and he refuses to talk about his child. You gonna sit up here and tell me what the fuck you think was going on with Donald Wells? He won't even call the child by her government name when he speaks of her.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You're so right about that.
Who doesn't call the child by their name? I don't know nobody that talks about a dead person and don't call him Peter, Paul, Joe, Felicia, Shamiqua, Susie, Summer. That's her name. You gave it to her, did you not? Summer Moon, Utah Wells. This is the big house up here. The kiddie pool down the street.
I have the same frustrations as you.
I built this one view at a time with no direction of where I was taking this channel. It was something to do while I would audition for programs, TV shows, whatever I could get my hands on to go into the entertainment business. YouTube was not to be the plight. But what I'm not going to do is let nobody come up here and make a mockery out of my name or my integrity. Not now, not never. And I don't give a damn where you're from. You're not going to disrespect me, and you're not going to disrespect the chat, and you're not going to respect this name.
Yes, ma'am. I do appreciate you allowing me to come on your
Anytime.
channel and speak, you know.
Now, who the hell is this trying to come in the chat? Kind of come up here. Hey, y'all trying to come up here with some foolishness. I'm not interested. Stop. Just stop. Just stop it. Stop. People sick. I can't say anything, but you can let me know you got a YouTube channel. Well, damn. You didn't forget to tell me that.
That's true.
I got a YouTube channel, but I can't give my opinion about the story. Then what you doing up here? This is a commentary channel. That's the purpose of the panel, is to come up on a panel and give your opinion. Thank you, bud. You want to come up here and be seen? Talking about you out there from that holler. But I tell you what, you just showed your face. Tri-Cities. You can't make this stuff up. I'm 2 hours and 13 minutes in. I'm going to wrap up. And I'm going to send a personal message out. You have anything else you'd like to say before I leave out of here?
Just thank you again. I always appreciate you letting me speak.
Okay. Thank you. God bless you. You too, baby. Okay, sweet. Thank you. That's Savannah. Amen. Yeah, well, hey, I'm not no kid. I'm not a kid, and I know how it goes. You piggyback off of somebody else to get your name out there, so people can subscribe, like, and you move on up the pole. But see, who's gonna build a channel and can't talk about nothing? then you probably in the wrong line of business if you're going to just have a channel where you don't speak. If you're just going to read the weather and say, well, Peter Paul got shot on 15th Street at 207. Okay, that's your style, that's your business. But you're not getting ready to piggyback off of me. That's what you're not going to do. You know, respect me. I gave you an opportunity to come up here assuming you had something to say pertaining to the subject matter. You're going to tell me you can't talk. But you let me know, oh, but I got a channel. So that's when I knew what time of day it was. But I ain't worried about that. Because what she eat don't make me fat. I want to thank all of you for following the content. Mr. AB, thank you for sending all these numerous people. Because as I speak, I'm almost at 8,000 just in the past 2 hours. Thank you so much. I'm going to send this message directly to Mr. Donald Wells. I'm going to say this to you directly. If you don't tell us where the hell that baby is, I'm sick of you. I'm sick of you and that damn hee-haw ass Billy Goat you've been laying up with. Yeah, I'm going to say that to you directly. I'm sick of you too. Both of you need to grow the hell up. You ain't fit to be a human, let alone somebody's mammy and pappy. And you think this is a game. You run into YouTube and these YouTubers trying to build them up. Well, where are they going to be when you get your ass locked up? That's what I want to know. They going to send you some money on your books. You're going to have to pick who your first phone call going to be. You better already have that lined up. See, you think this is a game. That's why I know you're behind the disappearance of summer. See, I ain't no dodo bird. I've been here. I got my stripes because I know your kind. You're a narcissist. And Candy Cane is falling behind you like a sick, demented puppy that acts like her damn leg broke. But there ain't nothing wrong with Candy Cane. She's just as diabolical as you are. And I'm going to tell you something. Keep calling folks on the phone. Just keep calling folks in the midnight hour like you so depressed. You need somebody to talk to. Well, I'm going to tell you who you should call. Are you listening? Donald Wells. Candace Wells. Because I know, Candy, you a trip too. You get mad when he gets on the telephone. Ah, you didn't know I knew that, did you? You jealous? He's taking all his time away from talking to you by talking to YouTubers and calling them all times of day and night. Both of you need to try Jesus. You Bible thump a lot. So the energy you spend, fake profiles, hoaxes, phone calls to this person, that person, texting all these people, calling them all times of day and damn night. Why don't you try Jesus? He on the main line. He'll listen. He's there morning, noon, and night. And it don't cost you nothing. Because you see, salvation is free. Salvation is free. To see all this foolishness you doing, these folks ain't got outhouses. They ain't living like y'all. Because see, every time somebody click at a view, that's more money in their bank account. You better stay woke, homeboy. You a little slow. You just helping build a person's brand on foolishness and buffoonery and mockery of a 5-year-old child and God. So see where your YouTuber friends are going to be the day you really need them. And see if they'll send you some money and put it on your damn books. And see if they'll fly out to wherever your court appearances are and sit there in the courtroom and rally for you. We'll see what type of friends you really have. YouTube Nation. You really are a fool. A 56-year-old fool. And a 39-year-old fool following in behind you like she's damn crazy as hell. You see, you think we're stupid, but this queen ain't. Because I know your kind. I know you're kind. I smelled you. As soon as they said the child was missing, I knew what time of day it was. I say nobody got that baby out of there. Because I know how we rock in Tennessee. See, that's what I do know. Because I live in East Tennessee. And I know how people get down here. Ain't nobody walked up there. You took her out of there. You handed her over out of there. Or you killed her in there. Or she died before she got back to the house with her milk jugs. Either way, nobody went in that holler and got her out of there. If you want to donate to the channel, $ Big Angie 129 Cash App. Thank you all. God bless you. God bless America, the greatest country in the land. 20 years ago, we were infiltrated, but we stand tall because we are united. Whether we are black, white, short, tall, fat, all religions, we are together as one. In this case, it's a prime example. Many people rallying for a child, and that's how we're supposed to stand as Americans. And I want to thank our servicemen and women, those people in New York who helped, firemen, policemen, those who lost their lives, the families of all the victims. Know that it was not in vain because we are free to roam about in this great land. And we will not be defeated. Not now, not never. So everyone should feel blessed to be alive and above ground because somebody didn't wake up this morning. Somebody like a 5-year-old in Rogersville, Tennessee. We don't know where she is. We don't know if she's alive or not. And if we're to think that she is alive, you would think a decent person would bring her forth. Reindeer games. I don't participate in them. I want to thank you all for joining me. God bless you. Thank you for sharing my name, my content. Prayers for America. Prayers for our people. Left Afghanistan. First prayer for everybody. And please pray for the missing. Deshina Kyle, 27, missing out of Knoxville, Tennessee. Chad Lowe, 32, missing out of Clinton, Tennessee. The Foundation. Mindy Lowe's, the proprietor. Make a stand account. Missing people everywhere. It's not a game. It's missing people everywhere. And I don't play those type of games. Because that could be me out there somewhere. Have some compassion, have some respect. If you're going to be in this game up here, then have some integrity about yourself. If not, get out the box. Talk to you guys later. Everyday shenanigans. Love you.